What's up, denizens of cyberspace? Dark One back with you once again to wrap up my, in honor of Battlefield 3 G.I. Joe figure reviews, spectacular as it were. This had actually planned to do this throughout the week, but Battlefield 3 is, if possible, even better than I thought it would be, so I've just been playing it nonstop, and didn't get a chance to put the vids, so I will throw them up real quick, and that'll be that. Here we have what actually won me over when I saw it in stores, the Hazzard Viper. In case you're wondering, there's this package. Like I said, I know there was like the could have been in the movie line, and then there's these guys. There he is on the back. Rest of the figures. So I'm not sure the technical name of the line, but that's what the package looks like. And there you have the figure. I was just like, wow, they really kind of stepped it up. Now he did, one slight note, have since lost it. He did come with like a gun that had a hose that attached to his backpack there. As you can see, a little button, you can get like 2 squirts of water, soak it up, and the hose ran to like his chemical gun, I guess, and you'd spray it. Mine, when I took it out of the package, the hose was just so janked up, I ended up just scrapping it. That and he had a lot of issues holding that particular gun, as he does his briefcase, which I'll go over. I mentioned it in the Iron Grenader thing about their hands. But once again, really just the details, like, man, I remember my old 3 3/4 G.I. Joe, they, were like 2 colors at best. And this writing here doesn't actually say anything, but it's there. It's like, kind of really doesn't need it. Of course, it comes with this base. Briefcase. And actually, I believe in the package, most of this is either open or visible. The briefcase you can actually open. It has 3 canisters or containers of what they call Compound Z, which can just come out, and each of them have the little biohazard Cobra thing on them. I'm guessing Compound Z is like the new Cobra super secret stuff. I don't know. Not much backstory on that exactly, but you have those 3 canisters, the briefcase, which you can have open or closed. They all fit in there. He comes with, what else did he come with? He comes with the backpack, which is detachable. Like I said, he actually came with another larger gun. I just have him holding this like smaller one here. Go ahead and talk about the hands real quick. As I mentioned in Iron Grenadier, you can see how his focus, come on. You can see how it like arcs down from like out of the arm. Like instead of being straight out, it has an arc. I don't know whether it's a random mismold or what, but that's pretty much why I had him holding the briefcase in that arm, because I couldn't get him to hold it any other way. And as I mentioned, he had his other hand isn't quite as bad, but it had some issues getting his gun in that one. Let's see. Of course, his backpack is removable. I think. Yes, I did. I super glued mine in there, but it is removable. Why did I super glue it? Because the peg on the backpack to plug into the back was like too big, so I trimmed it off, and it still didn't fit quite right, so I just glued it. But normally it would come off. These gas tanks can come loose for whatever reason. If you want to switch them around, they kind of only fit one way. But those can come off, aside from those pegs there. Doesn't look too bad without them. I guess mostly because this top gas mask is actually removable. That's just kind of the generic G.I. Joe head with ski mask underneath. Pretty good detailed figure. Some of his articulation is a little bit hindered because of the way his suit is molded. Like, as you can see, his knee didn't really bend what it does, but it takes a little bit of effort. But when you have it straight, it looks like one complete suit. But he does actually have knee articulation. It's just a little iffy. And unlike other G.I. Joes, he actually has a leg rotation, kind of halfway or right at the knee. Come on. Has little pouches. I just really like the detail. Good colorization, good paint. No real, like paint bleeding, paint blurs, or anything like that. Other than the leg thing, standard articulation. Again, he's hindered by like this kind of top vest suit, but you can still get a spin on him. Head will rotate. Head can actually look up and down, but odds are you probably had the mask on him, so elbow swivel, wrist turns. Standard G.I. Joe articulation. And the feet are, wait a minute, yeah, the feet are actually separately articulated from the legs, so, but pretty cool little figure. I saw this guy on the shelf, saw like the writing, like on these tanks, saw the writing on these, the fact that like they're separate from the briefcase, 2 guns and a stand. I was like, wow, like I said in my Iron Grenadier, it's like Real American Hero at 3 3/4. You got like, if that character had like a signature gun, you would get that. And of course, this guy is about 3 3/4, as you can see, not a huge figure. But like I said, about $8. Why do it in honor of Battlefield? Why not? It's the only remotely military toys I own. But they're pretty cool. They display really well. And if you're a child of the 80s and 90s like I am, can't ever go wrong with G.I. Joe. Like I said, sometimes the little hand thing kind of gets in its own way. I guess that's kind of to make it more realistic-y looking. But he can hold the canisters if you wanted him to, however you wanted to display them. But yeah, there you have him. I saw him, and then I took him off the peg to get a closer look, and behind him was the Iron Grenadier, and I was just like, holy crap, that looks pretty cool. So I bought them. Yeah, pretty good little figure. Nothing too spectacular. It's a G.I. Joe. Well, Cobra to be technical, but G.I. Joe line. So, yeah. Coming up, we'll have the standard Cobra Trooper and the leader of them all, Cobra Commander. So stay tuned.